So what do you call yourself? Welcome to the LaTangela Show. Hey.
Hey, what can I do for you this fine day?
This is your destiny. Hot, hot, hot.
Right now.
Welcome to the LaTangela Show. Come on in and enjoy yourself.
Right now.
We gon' party like no one else. Welcome to the LaTangela Show.
Hey, what's really good? It's your girl LaTangela, and you already know that I have questions that need answers. But today I have a family reunion waiting to happen because he has no idea, but I am his newfound favorite cousin on Auntie Mary's side, right? Because if you dig deep, you got Auntie Mary somewhere in the family, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
None other than the standout of Tulane. Now, I want to say the new kid on the block with a Who Dat? Who Dat? Who Dat said they're going to beat them Saints? None other than Nick Anderson. Welcome to the hot seat in the tan line. How are you?
I'm well, man. It's a blessing to be on here. Thank you for having me.
Anytime. Thank you for taking time out of your schedule. Because look, I know right now they got y'all rolling. We're sitting here getting our Saints gear together. You know, we want to be out there. We want to cheer. I got you covered on that, but the stress is in full effect when it comes down to getting on that 50-yard line, applying pressure, and having that pressure applied to you. Ooh-wee, how you feeling?
I feel good. It's been a surreal 10 days, but it's a blessing. Never take any day for granted. Coaches just been emphasizing when we first got there, just, how hard it is to get the seats that we're in and how even harder it is to keep them. But I've just been feeling blessed, waking up every day and going to work. And my job being that I can go do something that I love to do is truly a blessing. It's an amazing experience to just, soak it all in day by day. But like you said, it's a grind and I've been getting after it.
It is. And, you say that you're 10 days in, but man, when I tell you, you blink and it's a blur, I really want you to sit back and just absorb this and to appreciate the moment, not take it for granted, because, in the blink of an eye, all of it could be up if you do not put forth the effort. And we don't have to worry about that with you because you're no stranger to hard work. I'm going through your bio and I'm seeing that you graduated like third in the class. I'm like, okay, so he's a student on and off the field because you know that studying the game of life matters.
Right, most definitely. This is something that my mom really just put into me. It's just the importance of academics, the importance of being a player on and off the field, being a student of the game, being a student of life. And it's just something that I just carry with me on a day in, day out basis. Just everything I can learn, on and off the field. Just learning from the vets, learning from the guys that's been there before, learning what they do, off the field to increase their game, learning what they do in the community, and really just trying to soak everything in. And it's, a blessing when you're on a team with guys like Demario Davis, who has done things on an all-pro level for the community and for the, Saints. So to just have those figures in front of me, I feel like I'm in a blessed situation to where I really can prosper.
Absolutely. And you walk in on a team of champions. Their hearts are those of champion. They go in, they put in the hard work and the dedication, but they focus on making the world around them a better place too. You have so many fans and families that make the sacrifice to buy these tickets, to sit in the stadium. It's bigger than the game. You're carrying something that weighs on, but you're no stranger when it comes to saying, I want to be on this field. How did you know that you wanted to take it from a hobby or just a game to saying, I really want to put my all into this and I want to make it to the NFL?
Most definitely. Just starting off, at a young age, just playing pee-wee football, middle school football. It always was, what's the end goal? What's the next thing that I can accomplish? And so just getting from level to level when I got to college and became a starter, it was like, okay, I want to be the best. When I hang up my cleats, I want to be able to say that I've done it all. So, I have reached that level of getting to the NFL, but the journey is far from over. I still got things that I have to accomplish. Gunna got a song and he said, reached every goal, got to make another list. So I'm feeling, man, just had to make another list, and gonna check it off and check it off twice. But just looking forward to the process. Me and the other rookies were talking today is like, it's starting over again on the high school level, on the college level as a freshman, really just trying to learn everything and really just be a sponge, just paying attention to details around you, paying attention to the good and the bad and just soaking in, what you got to do to, make your path straight. So really just, like I said, just being, a student of everything, really trying to learn and gain experience, gain knowledge from everybody in the facility, and just better each and every day.
I'm glad you said that about the freshman experience. I put that in my notes, right? From freshman year of high school to your freshman year of the NFL, how does it feel?
It feels surreal to just know that this is a goal that I have worked my tail off for years to accomplish. To know that I'm really blessed to be in this situation because it's a lot of people that have worked just as hard. So to know that, I was chosen by God to, be given that opportunity is a blessing. But he did his part. He gave me the opportunity. So I gotta do my part by going in, day out, and just working my tail off. And it just comes down to, something that I represent, which is my platform, which is just faith.
Yeah.
Just having faith in yourself, having faith in God, having faith in the process, just going out there and accomplishing everything you set your mind to. So really just blessed to be in this situation, blessed to just have this opportunity, and I'm just trying to make the most of it.
Absolutely. I tell you, you just make my heart smile. I have this feature on the show with the poof movement, power over obstacles forever. No matter who you are or what phase of life you're in, you're always going to have those obstacles. But when you have that faith and when you have that grit, when you have that determination and the sheer will just to get through it, you have the power over those obstacles. And you are in your freshman year as of the NFL, but you've already made it to a platform that little boys are looking up to you saying, wow, just to have that experience is everything for them. But it's not as easy to stay on that straight and narrow. You had to make some decisions, you had to make some sacrifices, even in your younger years. For the younger version of Nick and those friends, the ones who are on the block right now, they want different, they see different, they just very well may not know that making the sacrifice now is the cool thing to do for them. What would you give them for advice?
Just overall, that also plays hand in hand into the organization that I've started based on my platform, which is Faith, which is overall just a mentoring program to mentor the youth and the male and young boys of the youth in the different communities to just have that focus and determination to excel. You don't have to be like the regular Joe or the stereotype of just being an athlete. Like, why not excel on being an athlete, or just being somebody that's doing the right things in the community, or being somebody that's excelling in the classroom, and just being a good person.
Yeah.
Just overall, I would just advise, young kids to never give up on your dreams. Looking at me from the physical aspect, a lot of people doubted me. A lot of people doubted that I'd be in the situation that I am. But I knew that, as long as I believe in myself and I believe in God, everything will be possible. And that's the first thing that you got to do is you got to believe in yourself.
Yeah.
You can't really depend on other people to really put into your dreams, because other people, will tell you that you can't do something simply because they don't have the heart to go after and chase it themselves. I got that from Pursuit of Happiness. So
I like it.
it's something that really has rung true in my life. A lot of people will look down on you, and a lot of people will doubt you based on their own insecurities. You got to block that out, because at the end of the day, everybody, got their own 24 hours, and whatever you do with your 24 hours really determines, the success that comes behind it. So overall, I just would, just advise you to really just go after what you want to do, regardless of what it is that you want to do. This is your life. This is, your opportunity to live it and establish it however you want to establish it, regardless of, what situation you was put in, regardless of the hardships that you've been through. At the end of the day, every time you open your eyes, is an opportunity to go get it, go chase it, and never look back. And so that's why I would just say, just get out there and chase your dreams. Don't let nobody stop you, because at the end of the day, it's yours.
Absolutely. You're a hometown representative, a champion. You're right down the street in New Orleans. You're hailing from Tulane, but I mean, Mississippi is right around the block. You got everybody coming out here to these games. Everybody's out here yelling, dirty 40, dirty 40. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to have a bedazzled jersey ready, amped, waiting, just in case you need some backup. I got you. Okay. I got you. What is it that you want the community really grab hold of? It's bigger than the game. If there's one thing that they're walking away from when they experience Nick Anderson, what is it?
Just overall, my passion and my determination to play this game for a bigger purpose beyond myself. I'm not playing football for, the contracts. I'm playing this game simply because I see the impact that it has on other people. I see the impact that it has on kids in the community. I see the impact that it can have on fans. Like coming from a school like Tulane, who really didn't get a lot of spotlight, to having the season that we had last year and just seeing the impact of, the city of New Orleans, being able to see the impact of Louisiana, and to see how we touch people, how we inspire people to go from having a season where, we only won 2 games and lost 10 to flipping it the next year and, setting the FBS record for the quickest season turnaround in FBS history. There's a motivation behind that, you know, and it's bigger than just football. You know, you can take what we did last year and really just apply it to life, to where, you know, when something happens, when, you know, tests and trials come, you know, it's all about how you look at it. And, you know, we looked at everything that we went through that year, everything that I went through personally that year, as something that, you know, God was using to make us stronger. And, you know, to just battle that and just to see the impact that we were able to make, you know, just doing something that we love, which is playing the game of football, really inspired me to really understand that now that I'm on a national platform, there's even more people that I can touch by simply doing something that I love. And that's something that I really don't take for granted. You know, I know that every time that, you know, I'm able to do interviews, I'm able to go out there and just practice, I know somebody watching. So I know I got to, you know, represent myself, you know, with high character, represent myself as being a man of God, represent myself, you know, as being somebody that can inspire somebody else, because people looking at me for that. You know, that's the position that God has put me in. And so I got to take that right on the shoulders, you know, take that as my duty, you know, not only doing my, you know, due diligence on the field, but also just doing my due diligence by being a representative for what I stand for. So overall, you know, there's just something I just take serious, just, you know, trying to be somebody that plays this game with a level of passion, you know, not just for the physical achievements, but just also just the emotional, mental, and spiritual achievements that come with just inspiring somebody else to chase their dreams, inspiring somebody else to go out there and get what they need to do, and just, you know, keeping it in mind that it's always bigger than just football.
Right. It is, you know, and doing it in the spirit of excellence, you know, and then in this seat, you're able to create your own narrative. That's why it's important on this show that I'm not getting dressed up and flipping the table and cussing folk out. Like, who got the energy for that? Right. You know, I want to be the one that's going to show up and highlight people, places, and things, you know, that's really making the world we live in a better place, because they're already going to talk about that plane that's crashing and burning, but nobody's going to talk about the ones that landed safely and the ones who wanted to take everybody else on the right path with them, that's doing the right. I don't want to see you waving a gun and saying, I didn't understand that I should. I want to know that you are ahead of the curve and that you're doing the right thing, that you're being responsible. So we know who you are. We know your character. And no matter what they say in 140 characters in a tweet or less, be like, nah, I know Nick. Nick showed us his heart. Nick showed us his dedication. Nick showed us he's not going to take this for granted at all. And your community, they start riding for you even more, because we see that you are representing us on the highest level and in the spirit of excellence. I'm just so proud of you.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
And I want you to think of this as an extension of your office. You know, whenever you have things going on, I know you have your organization, anything that I can do to help support that, create the narrative, get the word out, recruit more kids, more mentors. This is your space. If I got a mic, Nick got a mic. If I have a platform, Nick got a platform. It's teamwork. And until we learn that it's about complementing each other and not competing, we're going to be playing a losing game. So everybody has their part to play. You're definitely playing your role, your position. You out there on the field getting it in. Y'all been at workouts all day. You've been in meetings all day. And, you know, for me, let me show you the best I could get, right? So if Coach were to call me in there right now, the best I got for you. You see that X, that O? I seen it on the clipboard before. That I don't know what it means. I just know it means run and touchdown or something like that. Am I close? Just in case they need an extra coach, right?
Yeah. I think you can step up and do that.
I got you covered anytime. And I know you got more work to do. Have these people fed you yet?
Yeah, I ate earlier. You know, they do a good job of keeping us well fed.
Okay, blink once for yes, twice for no.
They do a good job. We actually got a new chef. He's been there for a month. And so, you know, he in there, you know, trying to make it known that he's, you know, the new guy on the block. So he's getting
He in there talking about he ripping it up like some stir fry.
He back there cutting up.
I'm with it. So we will work for food. So as long as they keep you fed and happy and healthy, it's all good. We know you're going to go out there and give your best. And you have more work to do. So I'm going to let you chase the sun. I'll let the sun chase you. But either way, get after it. I love you. And there's absolutely nothing you can do about it.
Love to you as well.